Wayne Gretzky joins us now. How are you?
Good. How you guys doing today?
Very good. Darren Millard, along with Nick Kiprios and Doug McLean. I want to chat with you about this Patrick Kane story that continues to grow with 23 straight games. When did you start feeling it? When do we expect Patrick Kane to start feeling the pressure on this consecutive point streak?
Oh, believe me, he's feeling it right now. You get to a certain point, 14, 15, 16 games, and I think back in those days, and, it's a long time ago, I think Lafleur had the record of, might have been 33 or 34. I can't remember, but people start talking about it then. How much longer can you go? And then once you get to a certain point, like Kane is at now at 20, 21, 22, 23, all of a sudden all your teammates start thinking about it too, and they start looking for you. So, it's part of it, and that's what makes it fun. It makes it exciting, no question.
We've seen Patrick extend this thing the last couple of games real late with empty netters. How close did your record come to being snuffed that late in games? And do you recall empty netters?
Oh, yeah. Listen, when you have something like that, you got to get lucky. You got to stay injury-free. You got to have, you're going to have a bad game where you need to get that second assist to keep it going. And then, of course, empty net. The game I remember most was game 46, was in Chicago, ironically enough. And I had 0 on the board, and I think we were winning 4-3 with a minute to go in the game. And I scored an empty net goal, I believe, with about 7 seconds left. But the thing that was funny about it was Orville Tessier was coaching the Blackhawks then, and when he pulled the goalie, the fans started booing. And I remember reading the paper the next day and Orville saying, that's the first time I've ever been booed for trying to win a game.
So just on a little different topic, they essentially got rid of 3-on-3s because of you in the game, right?
4-on-4 because we had dialed it in pretty good.
What do you think of what Goudreau's doing 3-on-3? Have you had a chance to watch him the way he's been on 3-on-3? And should they get rid of 3-on-3 because of him now?
I hope they don't, because I think it's one of the best things we've done in hockey in the last 20 years. It's exciting for the fans. I know some of the players sort of complained about it, but I think all in all, most players like it. I think it's exciting. I think it's fun. And, if you practice it, you get better at it. And here we were, a team in Edmonton, and Sather, Muckler, and Green, we practiced 4-on-4 every single day. And Messier and Anderson and myself and Curry, we sort of mastered it. And instead of everybody grabbing hold of that and getting themselves on board, we changed the rule and said, okay, we're going to get rid of that, because people thought we were taking coincidental penalties on purpose to get 4-on-4s, which is absolutely ridiculous. That never happened. But I think it's fun for the game, and I think it's exciting. I think it's great to watch.
Go ahead.
One other little thing, then I'll let Kippy take over here because he's all excited you're on, Wayne. I mean, I am too, but he's more excited.
Yes.
I listened to Slats last night, and they asked him about you and his interview, and he said, the one thing about Wayne, and this was, I thought, bizarre, he said, the thing about Wayne that I never saw with any other player is he could walk on his toes backwards. When the hell did you walk on your toes backwards? And what's that all about?
Well, that was the best compliment he gave me. I must have done a lot of bad things.
I couldn't believe he said
It's like a moonwalk.
I thought, is he talking about Wayne at a bar, at a dance club, or what?
You know what? The funny thing was, Koff and I both wore size 9.5 shoes, and we both wore like a size 6 3/4 skate. So by the time we got to the ice, our feet were so sore. And it was really crazy. If you watch Paul and I walk from the locker room to the ice, you could never think either one of us could skate. But once we got on the ice, we felt comfortable. So we used to walk around the locker room because our feet were so sore, and that's probably what he's talking about.
Wayne, I listen to people now. They have these conversations on what does 23 game point consecutive streak for Patrick Kane in year 2015 mean compared to Wayne Gretzky's 51 in the 80s. And I say a game's a game in any era, and that's where it stops. But do you buy into the fact that it might be more difficult to do what Pat's done for 23 games than it would have been in the 80s?
Well, listen, first of all, I don't think it's more difficult, but I do think the players are better today. So what he's going through is probably maybe a little bit more challenging than what I had to go through. But, to get 51 is still a lot of games, and it's hard to do. But I understand what everyone's saying. The goaltenders in general are better today. The defense is better today. The players are bigger and stronger. So what he's doing, he should be proud of. And Phil Esposito was there when I got 77, and Gordie Howe was there when I broke his record, and it was great to see Bobby Hull there when Patrick broke his record. And we always looked at it the same way. We did what we did when we played. We worked as hard as we could. We're proud of what we accomplished, and that's it. And, if Patrick can keep this going, good for him. It's great for hockey. And if he gets to 50-51, I'll be the first guy to go to the game. So
be nice if it's 49, though, Wayne. You don't
want to lose that one.
No,
Wayne.
keep that record.
If I was you, I'd cheer against that one.
Totally.
I like that record.
Totally.
Listen, I look at it two ways. If he gets 52, that's wonderful. It breaks my record, but I can still hold on to the fact that I got 51 from the start of the season. So we can both claim a record.
Oh yeah, that's right.